Hello, it's day 256, and I want to talk about diet dark sides. We get taught that our dark side is something that we only have to confront once, maybe twice in our lives. That all we have to do is resist it when it comes at us in this grand heroic gesture, and then it'll never be a problem again. But that's not how it is at all, at least not with mine. My dark side is always there. It's always present. It's always poking at my weak points and prodding the boundaries, and it only comes for me in my darkest times. At my lowest moment, that's when it strikes. And I'm not that good at resisting it, I will admit it. I stepped on the scale this morning, and that number hit me like a train. Like, my first words this morning were, "What? Why?" And I said it loud enough that I woke my dog up because it was so surprising to me. That number is the highest I have seen it in a long time. It's only half a pound away from being the heaviest weight I've ever seen on the scale. Like equal to that heaviest weight I saw way back in 2014, 2015. The thing that really started me restricting and just making me feel awful. It's only half a pound away from that. Now, it's not my heaviest weight by any means. I don't actually know what my heaviest weight was because I never weighed myself at those times. But it is like going back to square one. And it made me realize that all of these months of intuitive eating, I've been a little bit naive. I've been saying things like, I think my binging days are behind me. I think I'll never go on a diet again. I think that's behind me. I'm beyond that now. And today made me realize that I only felt that way when things were going well. When my weight was stable and I was feeling pretty good and I was making progress towards my goals, that's when I was feeling that way. But today, after having had COVID, after not going to the gym for a while, after taking all that medicine that made me retain water, today I didn't even step off the scale before my brain started on the cycle. Like, okay, we need to skip breakfast and we need to skip lunch too, and we should make sure that we eat a very low calorie dinner, and we should spend extra time at the gym today to make sure that we burn off those calories. And it was so strange how the diet part of my brain and the intuitive eating part of my brain, they tried to shake hands today. Diet side of my brain was saying, okay, we have to skip breakfast. And intuitive eating side was like, yeah, and we're not even that hungry either, so it's acceptable, it's good. This is respecting my fullness. Man, that is the scariest thing of all to me. The thing that frightens me more than anything right now is the idea that intuitive eating is going to just become another diet for me. It's the only time in decades that I felt in control and happy with myself and happy mentally, I'm not just constantly thinking about diets. So the idea that those two things might merge together and become some freakish amalgamation of ideas in my head, just another diet, just another thing I cycle through every couple weeks, is terrifying, and I hate that feeling. I wish I could say that I resisted my dark side today, but I didn't. Today was a bad day. I did end up skipping breakfast, and I did end up restricting at lunch and at dinner too, and I don't feel very good right now. It's almost like whatever's in my brain, it's like there's a monkey in a cage in there. It's when I'm not on a diet, all it wants to do is diet. And when I am on a diet, all it wants to do is cheat on the diet. It's never happy. It's always in there just chattering at me, do this, do that, do this. And it's exhausting to the point where I do think that if I could just take a break from this body for a little while, if I could just wake up tomorrow and be in a different body, I think that would, if I could just take a rest from this for a little bit, I think that I would be doing a heck of a lot better. I don't even have to be in control of the body that I take a break in. I could just Voldemort on the back of somebody's head, just be a passenger for a while. And if I could just not have to worry about feeding myself, not have to worry about how much did I sleep, taking a shower today, getting out of bed and going to work. If I didn't have to worry about that for just a day, I think that I would be doing a heck of a lot better. But you don't, that's not how the world works. Like, you don't get a vacation from yourself. But I really am exhausted with this idea that every day this is the face I'm gonna see. Every day this is the weight, this is the body shape, this is like the size of my boobs. This is what it's gonna look like forever until I get old and gray and I die. And I just don't want to do it anymore. And look, don't like, I know that there are some things you can read between the lines there if you're really paying attention. Just, like, let's not go there, because that's not where I'm going with this, so don't like be worried or anything. But I don't think that I'm doing as well as I thought I was, especially with intuitive eating. I thought I was on the right track. I thought that the 5K was right around the corner. I thought that, the chin-up might not be possible, but at least I would make a lot of progress toward it. And that's not how it is. I have a long way to go, and I don't really know where to go from here. So I guess the only thing I can do is go to bed. Go to bed and hope that maybe tomorrow the number on the scale will be smaller. But I hate that right now. I hate that for me, because it just proves that in my brain right now, even with all the progress I've made, I am still thinking small number good, big number bad.